Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name's Percy. I've been helping people out on the SAT math and all the other sections too for the past 8 years or so. Definitely let me know if you want some more help with comments in the comments section. And yeah, let's just dive into this topic. So today I want to address the question people ask a lot, and that is why, if I already know how to do the material or how to do certain questions, why should I use Desmos if I already know how to do it a different way? So I think I want to address this because a lot of people are hesitant to use Desmos because it's a new thing, right? So it very often in classes, in certain states at least, students are allowed to use Desmos on certain exams. So for, in North Carolina, for example, Math 2 and Math 3, and Math 1 also, they allow the use of the Desmos graphing calculator on their final exams. But then you get to AP pre-calculus and you're not allowed to use it. And so a lot of people are kind of like, okay, well, first of all, I don't want to get in the habit of using Desmos and then not being able to, in later math classes. And then number two, it's like, my teacher already showed me this way to do a system of equations by using substitution or elimination. And I don't want to try any other method out because I don't feel comfortable doing it. And I feel like I would just have to remember more stuff in general, right? But here's my argument against that is Desmos, we have to remember that this is all SAT specific. We're trying to make the SAT as easy and effortless and efficient as possible, right? So the point is Desmos can help you solve problems in a much quicker fashion than you could otherwise if you were trying to do like substitution or elimination on systems, right? In Desmos, you could literally just put the two equations in to the Desmos function and it would graph the two equations and you would just find their intersection points. And the other added benefit is too, not only does it speed up the problem solving process for many different types of topics, honestly, not just a few different ones, but it also, it speeds things up, but it also checks your answers and your solution steps for you, right? So, because if you were to do substitution or elimination, you might find the answer as, okay, well, the answer is the coordinate point 6 comma 4, but the problem is you don't know, you're not as sure about the fact that, oh, what if I made a sign error somewhere in those steps, right? Like, how do I know I did? I mean, it looks like a nice, clean answer, but is there really a way to check this? Well, first of all, yeah, you could check it with Desmos later as a second method and, just to confirm your answer. But my argument is like, what if you just plugged it into Desmos twice to make sure got it right officially? And also, both of those attempts would be a lot faster than doing one long attempt and then checking it with Desmos after, right? So I would argue that Desmos not only saves a ton of time, but also helps you become more comfortable with and sure of your answers that you put in, especially if you have time at the end to, rerun the Desmos steps multiple times. Okay, so also, I would argue that if you start using Desmos early on in your practice sessions and you practice using Desmos in many different ways for months on end, or maybe even just a few weeks, you're going to start to become really, really comfortable with using Desmos, just like you would with any type of thing you're practicing, right? Any type of skill you're trying to learn, any type of course material you're trying to get into. You can treat Desmos at first as almost a separate topic, but really what ends up happening is it just becomes part of your workflow when you solve math problems for the SAT. Okay, so I really just think the pros way outweigh the cons for using Desmos on the SAT, and I just don't think people should be as averse to wanting to use it, right? And again, it is a new topic, but I do think that using it helps you more than it hurts you, okay? So that is it for today. I really encourage you guys to use the Desmos tricks that I've been talking about in other videos. I have a course coming out on that soon that will be on my website. And yeah, so just feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want more help, and I will see you in the next one.